Right, so today what I'm going to be doing, is I have a ton of games. I have so many games. I've got games from Humble, I've got games from that massive itch.io bundle, I've got games, that I got for free on Twitch, I've got, games on Epic. There's so many different games that I have access to, and I never get to them. Sometimes I'll like sit down and play like a few games at a time, but today I figured I'd make that into a stream. So my goal here is gonna be to stream for about a couple hours or so. And as I stream for about a couple hours or so, I'm gonna try 3 different games. I've got Etherborn, Maldita Castilla, and Nightcall. I'm gonna be playing all of them for at least a half an hour. That is the bare minimum. If I if a game is so bad that I can't make it for a half an hour, then I'll move on. But generally half hour is gonna be my goal. Yeah. So anyway, we're gonna start with Etherborn, move on to Maldita Castilla, and then on to Nightcall last. And basically my goal is if there's any one of these games that I really like, or multiple even, I'll start streaming them more regularly until I finish them. So yeah, we're gonna start with Etherborn, and I'm gonna just talk garbage for 2 hours while I criticize these games, probably. all right. This game is actually pretty quiet. I'll just make sure to turn up a little bit at least. I don't need to be, it doesn't need to be quite so quiet. All right. So anyway, let's take a look. Yeah, no, everything looks good. All right. So actually, this might be a problem. I real quick, I opened up my game to try it out, and oh man, can I delete my save? Yes, I can. Okay, cool. Oh, they have a little wait time before you can actually delete the game. That's interesting. Or delete the save, rather. All right, let's play.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Doubt. Destroy. Contemplate. Fall silent. Build. Listen, at last, to what has always existed and was never there, and seek until your last breath the impossible pathway. Look for me. I'll show you how. I'll show you why. Follow my voice.
Okay. So basically, as far as I know, the only thing I really know about Etherborn is that it is a 3D platformer. That's basically it. I have no other conception of what this game is or is not. I've seen some screenshots. I think it looks pretty. Otherwise, I don't really know. Okay. One button. All right. Oh, I can zoom the camera way out. Can I not? That's interesting. I can move, but I can't actually use face button as well. Well, let's. Can I maybe get a little bit closer? I wouldn't mind being a little bit closer to the action here. This is like kind of a weird perspective. I actually kind of don't. I would kind of prefer like a little bit closer. I don't know. I feel like if you put your camera too far away from the character, it looks like you're just controlling this little tiny thing, and you don't really feel like you're part of it. That might be the intent, but it doesn't. Character design doesn't really communicate that to me. I'm already critiquing this video game, and I know nothing about like what it's trying to do, and etc. etc. Like I said, I'm just gonna completely talk garbage for like however long. Oh, look at that. Okay, so I guess that's a benefit of having the camera so zoomed out, actually. It's being able to see how that functions with these shapes. Still, I don't know. Oh, whenever I play 3D platformers, I do like the camera to be pulled in a fair bit closer than this. But I also acknowledge that that can have, like, this can have a purpose. It's just, it feels, I feel more attached, I feel like more part of the character, so on and so forth. This is the same kind of like, this is like the same kind of like thing that drove God of War to transition to a much closer camera for the more recent entry in the series. And actually, like, the thing is that did actually work for me. I did in fact feel closer to the action. I did feel closer to Kratos. I felt closer to
what has never been, that which aches your entrails is now tearing the earth,
entrails,
cracking the pavement, and spreading its roots like shadows. I
did in fact like feel more like I was like more attached to that like play.
Not unlike the harsh
it's hard
woods,
to put into words, and it
rips
feels silly,
apart
but
the eyes of those who dare to look at it, and shows more paths than you could ever walk. This is its definition, an unfathomable threat, and nevertheless, a freedom of will brought to you, who struggle to be, but aren't.
I'm a bit too stupid for this. They're just there are times where I play games and I'm like, you know, I think I'm just too dumb in the intellectual sense. I'm a bit too stupid to really like comprehend that this can I actually? No, I can't. Okay. I'm a bit too stupid to...
Everything you see, all the angst you feel has always been there. It's been, along with you and all of us, hidden from our senses as an incomprehensible event, nonetheless bound into our skin.
Because it's like, this feels like it's going for something very specific with its narrative, and like it feels obvious. It feels like it should be obvious to me, and I'm just like, nah. What is this? This is weird game, but I know it's trying to do something. I'm not getting it really as readily as I feel I should be. These environments are very pretty. Very pretty appearance. But so far I've done nothing but walk. Been about We want to talk about a nervous system. Have you ever seen me work? But yeah, hi Monday. This is Etherborn. I'm trying a bunch of different games that I've got, like from like Twitch and Humble. Oh, I'm dead. But yeah, this is a 3D platformer that I'm actually not really sure what exactly it's about yet, but I guess we'll find out. Some like very simple, like common like gravity bending type game. Do I want to go this way? I do actually want to go this way. You know, the thing about this is that this isn't like, I hope that they don't think like that this walk on a surface to like change gravity is like a very exciting hook for their gameplay. I hope that they're doing something more than just this, because I've already played games that do this. I've actually very recently played a game that was focused around this called Europa. Europa also had you like walk along like corners and stuff like that to change gravity. So like this exact setup right here. So right now gravity is pointing down, but pretty soon it's going to be pointing like forward. happy and pissed, Robbie. Yeah, I mean, like if you want like a super like culturally known example of this that exact setup exists in Mario Galaxy. Like not even just like, you know, like planets with gravitational pull, but like specifically like this, like gravity's one way, you flip along a thing, and now it's another way. Like that's been done like a lot. And you're allowed to do games that are like that are mechanics that have been done and stuff like that. I just like I'm hoping that like, can I actually make that jump? I can't. Oh, I suppose I don't have to. My point more so is just that, you know, my kind of hope here is that. Here is that the game's not completely just relying on this. Although granted, so what actually does kind of add a little bit more intrigue than what it's art like Braid. Braid, be quiet. So the game I played more recently, Europa, did not have a jump button. And with Europa not having a jump button of any sort, it meant that you were pretty limited. And actually, so just this little setup that I just did all here, where I had to like kind of think a little bit about where I was going, and I was like, okay, so I want to use this ledge maybe, or like, so like what I had to do was I had to drop down from here to get over to this other side, like the darker green area over there. And then once I came back, I had to come back around, and I had to kind of platform my way back up. And that was actually, that's a more interesting setup than a setup where you can't jump, I feel like. Like, yes, games are built on their limitations, and so like if you're thinking about, wasn't? Oh, there is one right there. Oh. Yeah, no, I actually want to go this way. But yeah, like games are like, limitations are definitely a big part of making your games more interesting and all that, but yeah. Okay, actually, so do I just go this way? But yeah, like a jump can add extra depth, basically. Where? I'm assuming I can't just drop. No, the game doesn't like that. Actually, wait a minute. What if I just fall? There's fall damage. Okay, noted. Oh, no. Oh, that sucks, Robbie. I'm sorry. That's crap. Yeah, no. That just sucks. I don't really have anything to add other than it sucks. Okay, hold on. Where do I? Yeah, no, this is a very pretty game. This is a very pretty game. Currently, the one in your family doesn't. Well, that sucks. But I'm glad at least that the rest of your family is in the process. Provided that you are glad about that. Yeah, I think it does flesh out a little bit more. Hold on, do I want to take these cubes maybe? No, I don't think I do. I'm trying to understand what the game wants me to do exactly here. Like, we can get going all the way down here, but I can't go past this. I can't fall down here because then I die. And I can't jump down here because I can't collide with that surface. Tired of the ethereal mind stimulator look. Yeah, that's fair. That's very fair. I'm trying to figure out what exactly it is the game wants from me here, because I'm not completely certain. Oh. Maybe, hold on. Actually, no, I think I know. I think I know. Okay. Yeah, so this would be an example of where this mechanic having the ability to fall and stuff like that makes for a little more, like, intrigue in terms of exploration, I guess. This is also one of the problems with me, like, trying to look at chat while I try to puzzle solve, is that it's gonna be harder for me to like get a hold of the space and stuff like that. But you know, that's okay. Yes, it's chat's fault. Can't believe you're doing this to me, chat. I want to go. Do I want to go back? This game gonna make me go back. Like all the way back. Hold on a second. I need to chase something real quick if I can. Can I default? Oh yes, perfect. Okay, awesome. I don't want to hold a button all the time. This is a very important accessibility feature. Please do it. Please at least either have it be a tap to run or give your players some way. Okay, so I can't go back. I can't go back. Maybe I can go back. Maybe I do want to go back here. Like I want to. Uh-oh. Hold on. Don't think I want to go this way. Okay. So why can't I just take this? Oh, that's why. Okay. All right. So then, okay, maybe it's not, maybe the solution is not to go all the way back. Maybe there's just something that I missed. Maybe? Sorry, yeah, I meant, well, yeah, but when I say tap, I mean just tap the button in order to toggle it rather than having to hold it while you're running. But yeah, actually, tap to run does exist. That actually is a mechanic in one game, and that I know of, and one game only. There's a first-person shooter called what is it? Oh my God, you're right. The GTA games do have it. I forgot about that. No, that's true. Actually, I was thinking about oh my God, what is it called? I keep coming up with different names that aren't the game. Ooh, good to know. That's my friend. Oh, this is interesting. A friend of mine just texted me saying, "Oh, hey, we're planning to get married on this day in 2022." And I'm like, all right, good to know. Like she and her fiance just had a kid like a few days ago or last week. So they are occupied. What do I do to get this? What do I do to get this? Oh, right, of course. I have this mechanic. I'm trying to remember. I'm like my brain's like so many different places at once. I'm trying to remember what that game was. It's by Wolfire Games. Receiver. There we go. Receiver is the game. So like an experimental jam game that they made, that they polished up a whole lot. And in that game, you can tap W in order to move faster. And the reason that they did it that way was specifically because they wanted tapping to be, or they wanted, oh my gosh, they wanted sprinting to be a way for the player to only, they didn't want sprinting to be the player's mode of transport. They just wanted to be a way that the player would get themselves out of dicey situations by moving quickly. So yeah, like the way that your run feature works can be tuned to your gameplay. Unfortunately, in the case of Receiver, that's like pretty aggressively inaccessible. That's gonna be a yeah. I didn't think I was gonna survive that one. I guess I'll try. I'm gonna go this way. Head along the bridge here. Oh! I fell. I guess I'll go this way.
When humankind wasn't even the spark of what it was to become, the universe ruthlessly took the human being by the neck, dragged them to an abyss, and cast them down, without any warning, amidst fire, stone, and water. Their naked and convalescent bodies shook among sharp rocks, only sheltered by cold and mist. The sky arose magnificently above them, and with every abrupt thunder they became more aware of their fragile physique. Every gust of wind warned them that their bones could be reduced to ashes, if the sky decided so. Then, horrified by everything and by the nothingness, humans gazed upon what they'd be, what they weren't, and what they could never become.
Rude? I can be anything I want, thank you very much. I do not know what this story is trying to tell me. I don't know what the message here is. I'm sure there is a message here. I'm sure there is, and I'm just too dumb to get it. It's totally The music for this is very pleasant. Like I can't tell if these are samples or not. They sound like they're not. They sound very, very definitely like they're not, but they might be just really nice samples and I don't know. They sound quite real to me, but I have a harder time telling with like. That sounds fake. Like it's not like it's bad. It's just it sounds fake. It doesn't matter if it is or not. I mean, the extent to which it matters is that it's impressive if they manage to have a full group of instrumentalists for their game, because that's expensive. I think I know these samples, but I'm not positive. It's really hard to tell. These are regardless, they sound really nice. Yeah, these are definitely sampled. They're very nice samples. They're very pretty samples. I like them. Going to tell someone's grandkids that this was Fez. One thing that does make this game a little bit, I'm presuming this kills me. Yes, it does. Just wanted to make sure. So, if I could get... Oh, that seems like a way to go. Maybe this way? Gotta go this way and then... And this way? No, this is a way I can already go otherwise. So I want to do more like this. That's gonna get me killed. Ah! Find a way to get up there. Okay, I see that I want... Huh. I feel like there's like signposting here that I'm just completely missing. It's like something super obvious and I'm just like, I don't see it. There's a lot of different ways to go, is the one issue I'm kind of having here. Is that it's just, there's just many different ways that I could go, and it's not always exactly clear what the path is to get me where I really need to go. And now I'm kind of stuck this, oops. think there's a way that I can drop and survive. Do I have to? I actually, you know, in spite of everything, I actually don't think that's that bad. I don't have any major problems with the way the camera swings around. You'd think it would be like really, really annoying. It's actually surprisingly, because of the fact that the movement's pretty smooth, it's like it's a little bit of a pain. And maybe if I was like trying to do inputs precisely, I would get really find it really obnoxious. But I don't at present. What happens if I take this away again? It just removes that entirely. Okay. Can I actually get back? I actually can get up there without this, but I still want this to be here just for easy access to this area. Right, the main problem is that I don't... Is this a fall? Yeah, it is. See, what I want to be is I want to go this. Oh. See, what I want is to. What I want is something I can't have. There's maybe a bit, I would actually say this is maybe a bit too complex. Like, I think the depth that is added by the player being able to jump is good, except that we've kind of like already gotten to a point where I'm like, I don't, like, where do I start? Like, what is the ledge that I need to access in order to, like, and I don't think I can, like, if I could take the camera and just like, I can't. If I could take the camera, just swing it around this whole thing. Do you? Do you know where I need to start? I'm trying to figure that out. Oh, wait. Wait a minute. Yeah, no, I think I know. I think I see it too. I think I see it too. Yep. Good platforming. Oh. Help, I'm like bad. That was probably my fault. That was actually probably my fault. There is some weirdness that happens here and there as the camera's swinging around. But okay, so yeah, I think the next thing to do would be to grab that other. Guess I'll go this way. Yeah, I think the unclear limitations and like unclear boundaries make it a little bit more difficult to kind of this Dreamscape isn't very OSHA compliant, right? Ah, come on. Like Nidhogg. No, Johnny. No. John, please. Picket or foil, either is fine. Ooh. Yeah, sometimes like the movement crossing from one ledge to another is a little bit weird. What? That... No. No, this should have been better considered. Like, no. You can see my character, like, almost getting up the ledge. No, listen. No. Don't do that. Don't do that. I know this is really difficult. I know that this is like a really complicated venture 3D level design, but don't do that. Like, this is why that kind of thing is like, it's why you need to have like very clear. That's why your like units for movement need to be very standardized and clear.
Unable to fathom everything there was, humanity began to name everything they feared. They mastered the sky, the earth, and the entire world. Still in fear, they tied up what nobody else was able to see. They put it in order and enclosed it inside a concept, regardless of its endless nature. And thanks to that, what threatened to crush them submitted to their ego and was reduced,
Is jumping off slopes
without thinking
exploitable?
about it, to language. And then, carried away by a candle glow, humans forgot that their footprints were, after all, no more than what a single raindrop is compared to the sea.
What's the message? Please, I'm too stupid for this. Please just tell me what the message is, so like I can like attempt to connect with your game's story or lore. Is there a story? I don't know if there's a story right now. I think like the game just kind of feels like it's pontificating at me right now. Like, is there? I guess when I say is there a story, what I mean is there a plot, right? This is very, very pretty music. Understanding stuff bad. You know, it kind of, I can't tell if that's what it's trying to say or not. I don't know what it's trying to say because I'm just like, please speak English, please. It's a very simple mechanic in the works here. Actually, so that's a good question, Kenny. And he wanted to conquer all, I think that's the point. I do like this combination of music and environment. It's probably game's greatest strength here right now is having something jazzy go along with everything else. It feels like a nice fit. So those. Again, like. Is that supposed to be a jump I can make? Yeah, it is. Again, game. You gotta have it be clear. It's gotta be clear. It's gotta be a very clear delineation between I can make this and I can't make it. Like, in that case, it didn't matter too much because there wasn't anything at stake. But if it had been like a jump that I missed, I would have been very annoyed about it. What? Oh, interesting. I actually managed to... So yeah, this is interesting. I don't think I can get... Yeah, I can't actually get back up here, but I can jump up to this ledge, which will turn me around, which is interesting. And feels moderately unintended. I need to come at that from a different angle. Yeah, okay. I can jump. Ooh. I think that's all of them. Can I make that? I was going to try. Oh, here? Is there a different position? Whoa. Camera had to do a little trick for that one. Okay, let's try... Yeah, no, okay, let's try this. Jumping is a little bit... What is going on here? Why am I slow? Like, does the game think... Oh, whatever. Why is that jump so tight? Stop that. Like, don't, please do, this is weird. Like, I think what is going on is, like, the game, I think there's, like, a weird, like stick sensitivity thing happening there. But, like, this is, like, please do not make this jump tight. Like, this is not a precision platformer. It doesn't need to, like, the jump is a tool for puzzle solving, not... I don't feel like it benefits the game to have those jumps be difficult, or even like, I don't know, maybe they weren't difficult for the playtesters or the designers because they were so used to those jumps. They knew exactly how, you know, far the jump traveled and the kind of distance that they had to put on it and all that stuff. But you know, it's really like. I do like, oh, this is kind of a nice environment. I kind of like the almost Zen garden kind of feel. I think that's what they're going for here. I like the bright colors mixed with the black. With that sandy look. That works for me. I like that. That's a sample. That's a sample. I recognize that specific sax sound. Like I kind of, the other ones I kind of already had finally had managed to like settle like in my own brain that they were samples, but like there are times where it's like, oh yes, this is like obviously a sample. Nope. Just, there's a lot of needing to walk down specific paths for specific results. Like there's no reason, like yes, this looks pretty, but like, oh, it's actually a dead end. It means like this serves no, this just kind of uses up my time. Like it looks pretty, but it uses up my time. I'm just like, if you can't make your own moody sax, store-bought is fine. Yes, exactly. This is interesting. Actually, wait. No, it was the wrong angle. This movement speed needs to be faster. Like it was fine for earlier in the game, but when the environment's this huge, it's like please let me go faster than this. Little legs gotta move faster. Right? Like, okay, I'm gonna try entering this little chamber right here. Oh, but I don't have... can I get it from here? No, I'm gonna just die if I do that. Am I supposed to? Oh. We've hit about the 50-minute mark, so I think I'm gonna put this one down. This one has a nice style, it has nice music. I actually don't hate the main mechanics, the mechanical side of things. The thing is that it's very sluggish and it's very simple. And I've seen a chunk of it before. Here it's explored to a greater degree, but it's just like, you know, I did. And the story is also completely like I understand the words that they're saying, but at the same time my brain is just like, it's not connecting with me, right? All right, let's move on. One of the things about puzzle solving is that I feel like it's important to allow the player to pretty quickly tell what their options are like, right? So you want the player to know, like basically, what's the word I want to use here? You want the player to be able to know, oh man, why are we doing this again? I thought I like changed these settings and fixed them. Anyway. That's loud. I'll have to fix that in just a moment while I do that. And of course, I had set it to not be full screen, but the game had other ideas. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna make this window a little bit bigger. There we go. And then we're gonna swap windows here. Let's see, is it gonna... Oh, it's not gonna want to capture that. Ooh, it doesn't want to capture this at all. Let's try... There we go. All right, cool. So this is Maldita Castilla, which I guess is called Cursed Castilla. Yeah, still Castilla. Anyway, Anyway, what was I gonna say? Oh, right. So like when you are including like pretty complicated puzzles in your game, I think it's important for the player to be able to iterate their solution as fast as possible. And when you make the environment too big, it's really hard to do that. When I make complicated puzzles, I try to keep them contained in small spaces. Obviously, you don't want your puzzle space to be too cramped because then things start getting confusing in a different way. But like you want the player to not have you want it to not take a lot of time for them to try new things. If they have to like spend 30 seconds walking across the map in order to try something, they're going to be discouraged from trying it. And they're going to be, it might act like as a natural form of pacing, but it's not really going to serve the puzzle solving very well. Anyway, this is Maldita Castilla. I wonder if you could go from larger to small for a puzzle game. What do you mean by larger to small? As I adjust the volume of Cursed Castilla. But yeah, so this is Maldita Castilla. This is, or Castilla, huh? I guess depending on your accent. Anyway. So, a little bit more still. And this was made by Loco Maldito, actually licensed by. Interesting. So it actually wasn't made by Loco Maldito. It was made by Abalite. I wonder how that whole deal worked. Anyway, so the original game was made by Loco Maldito, and then. And I've played like a few of their games. I've played Hydora, and I played one other game I can't remember the name of, which is like I think Greek inspired. But I've never played. I've always heard of Maldita Castilla, but I've never actually played it. So I'm gonna try it out. I know that it's inspired by ghouls and ghosts and goblins, etc. That's all I really know about it, and also that it's hard. Oh, I get what you mean, Monday. I can't use the D-pad for this game. Alright. I would really prefer to use the D-pad, and I cannot. Nah. Oh, that went lower than I thought it would. Yeah, very, like, very distinctly ghouls and ghosts, right? Like, very obviously that. Oh, I see that it swaps around. Sword. Okay, that's the one I already have. Got it. Ah! Yeah, no, this is like very, very Ghouls and Ghosts inspired. Like, there's not like a lot of ambiguity about it. Ooh. The issue I had with the other, yeah, so that's the interesting thing is that from what I've played of other local Maldita games, they start out forgiving and then pretty quickly ramp up the stakes. Okay, so he actually doesn't react to me getting any closer or further, it seems. Just kind of goes. I need to stop getting hit. I'm just eat damage until he dies. Can I get that? Oh, I can get that. I can throw up. Ooh. Does when he's like stunned like that, or when he's like flinching like that, does he mean he's actually stunned, or? No, it doesn't. Okay. I just wanted to know. Just wanted to know. That's all. Maybe it does. It's hard to tell just by looking. Nope. Ah. Like, it kind of looks like he is. Ah! Leave me out! I didn't mean to do that. Okay, so this is interesting actually. The game has a timer. It actually seems to be pretty specifically for the purpose of like not preventing players from going backward in order to. Okay, cool. Other weapon. Going backward in order to well, exactly what I'm doing right now. So they don't want me to stall like this, basically. Oh god, help. Move slower if I'm not on the ground, so I'm going away. Oh, this is all bad news. This is all bad news. I don't want anything to do with this. I need to know what that is. Actually, I don't think I can get. No, I don't want to risk that. I'm just gonna die if I do that. I know, right? They have amazing noses. Just these huge honkers. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh no! Oh no! Threat management. Ah! Why are we fighting AU Squidward? That's so stupid, Robbie. Minecraft villager program. Minecraft villager has been slapped one too many times. Oh. No. I'm facing the wrong way. Help. I thought that wouldn't hit me. I'm gonna game over already, aren't I? This isn't that hard of a fight, I'm just bad. He keeps going down. Gosh dang it. Guinea, that's so stupid, you're banned. Both the player and the boss attack by throwing up. Yes. Yes. Yes, Guinea. Good one. What I do think is pretty clever about this fight is the fact that What I think is pretty clever about this fight is that it both has your eyes up and also down at the same time. So you're trying to do threat management on the bottom of the screen while also trying to manage a threat on the top of the screen. Which is, I like that, that's good. Oh, that's like bad. I don't want that. I don't want that. I want to like... This fight's kind of interesting. I do like how, or this not fight, this like level's kind of interesting. I do like how, whoa, Quesada, no. Oh, well I'm dead. Oh, how far back am I? Oh no, okay. No, oh, I'm like all, okay, wow, ouch. Ouch. shouldn't have. I just left the ham there instead of taking it immediately. It probably wasn't a ham actually. It was roast beef, honestly. Dang it. This is the kind of thing I'm not very good at when it comes to games, is like I learn fast, but as far as like doing things on the first try, I'm generally very bad at that. Sounds a very well-disciplined horse, I know, right? I'm not super duper hot on having to like redo this. I don't know, like. I probably should be playing more defensively than I am, for one thing, but for another thing I should probably like. No! That flash lasts too short. I didn't, like, if I had known it was gonna despawn, I would have just taken it right away. I didn't have enough time to react, basically. Not. Oh. Unless, of course, it does something I don't expect. Something with a cart is weird. I don't know how I feel about that. Oh, okay, that's why. Oh my god. Many. I'm just gonna go. I'm just gonna keep on going. Why? Why? I wasn't really sure if my jump arc would hit that or not. Oh, that's true. Oh, never mind. Okay. Game has forgiving jumps. That was definitely not far enough. The game took pity on me. I wonder how that blue fairy actually works. I like this music. Oh, the blue fruit shoots. Oh. This is a risky jump. No, okay, never mind. It's all good. That was close. Yeah, I don't know if it uses the same samples or sound chip as the Genesis, but it's very similar sound regardless. Definitely, like, you know, very clearly a classic FM synthesis sound. Which, you know, FM synthesis can go be all sorts of different sources, but... Oh, I see, okay. Oh, I see, okay. Oh. Ah, nope, that was not smart. Ah, no! Oh my god. Thought I wasn't on top of it. That's annoying. One of the annoying things about this is, like, this is kind of a lost life already, but finding it out. Fair enough, I guess. Contact damage. Contact damage. Contact damage. Always have mixed feelings about contact damage. Contact damage is kind of the easiest way to make things threatening, but... Yep, I knew that was gonna happen. Oh, dangerous. That was alright. That was fun. Old Man Weather has been killed. Yes. Oh, I see. In being a classic game is a bonus stage. Oh god, help. I like forgot I could throw upward. I forgot I could throw upward for that boss fight too, which probably would have like been helpful if I'd remembered that was like a thing that I could do, but I didn't because I'm... Oh my god, help. I didn't expect him to just run at me. Oh god, they get back up. Excuse me, do you mind? I want nothing to do with that. Come on, come on, come on, come on. This one I actually need to get close to. There we go. So what made me add this to my backlog? Well, Effie, you see, sometimes you just passively gain games, and that's rude. That's rude. That's rude. But yeah, I added this to my game because it was, or I added this to my backlog because I already owned it. Like I just have a bunch of games, so I'm like, I might as well use them. I might as well play them. Let me go this way. I want to see what's in here. That's just. Oh god. Killed by the troll. No, I really should have known that happened. You know, I typically don't. I kind of just go for whatever I'm really interested in when it comes to older games. There are a lot of old games I'm not super interested in. I really could use that other weapon. Come on. Hey! Stop it. Ooh, that's bad. Axe. Hook. Bolus. Oh, okay. Oh, there are like just random secrets kind of hanging out there. Don't jump away. Don't jump away. Keep continuing at the cost of your soul. I presume that means I like lose out on a better ending or something like that. That said, I've been playing this game for about 40 minutes or so, 30-40 minutes. What's my soul worth? About $350. All right. We play games. Do you think we have a soul? Anyway, yeah. So this is not my style. Like, I like the tight design, but I feel like if I was younger, I would like this more. I feel like I had more of an interest in, like, look at all these. This is amazing. What's the difference? Oh, I see. A little. It's cute. But I feel like if I had more, more desire for mastery of a game, then this would definitely be a game that would really engage me. And like mastery doesn't like I do enjoy mastery with certain games, but this one just it's just not one of those. It just doesn't. I don't. I don't. I don't feel it. I don't feel it. It's clearly a good game. It's clearly very polished. I only have like a few problems with like actual like things. But yeah. Anyway, so that's Maldita Castilla. Maldita Castilla. Next is the last game of the day, which, you know, if I could like navigate an interface would be super easy to find. This is the game I'm kind of this is the game I was most curious about, and it's the game I feel like I'm gonna end up having felt the most. Did we get it automatically? We did get it automatically. Okay, great. Perfect. Okay. That's... Sorry about that. Alright. Let's play Night Call. I know the least about this game out of all the games. I kind of like know what the interface looks like. I don't really know exactly what genre of game it is. Let's get started. I mean, like three like completely different genres of game tonight. Like I had no, or tonight. It's 1 p.m. Three completely different genres of game, so I didn't really have like a specific thing in mind when I set out. I just kind of was like, what are 3 games I would like to play that I already own? And this is what I came up with. Next time I might try for like a theme or something. Anyway, all right. Interesting. Okay, I kind of remember. I know I read about this, like the Steam page and all that. But yeah. All right. All right. Let's just try. Let's try. Let's see what we get ourselves into. Yeah, this is a mystery game. The video compression here hurts a little bit. They could have... They maybe could have done a little bit better with their video compression. Yeah, I'm just gonna call them out. Just call them out raw like this. Hi, Zesty. Here? Sir, can you hear me? Or do I need to speak up? She takes a deep breath. Sir, you just spent 2 weeks in a coma. The word bounces around your head. You need a moment to understand its meaning. Coma. The word scratches along your throat. Yes, you were the victim of an assault. The word resonates in your head. Victim. You are aware a serial killer is currently on the loose in Paris. You feel the contents of your stomach crawling up your throat. The judge, as the police call the killer, assaulted you. The bullet touched your liver, and in most circumstances it would have been fatal. We chose to put you in an induced... Her voice becomes more distant, fades. You taste bile at the back of your mouth. Your head is burning. You hear a whistle in one ear. Narco farm. Your fingers move to your wound. Underneath the bandages, you can feel hard skin. It is incredibly painful. Did they... I'm sorry? Did they catch the judge? No. He was dead before you even got out of your cab. The doctor is silent for a second. A very awkward second. She hesitates. The police would like to see you as soon as possible to ask you some questions. After all, you're the only one who's survived the judge. Noise in the hallway attracts your attention. You try to turn your head, to no avail. You need to rest. Yeah, no, just Narco Farm. Very close to Narco Farm, though. She leaves the room. Her voice resonates in the hallway. I don't care if he's the only witness, he's... Another female voice joins in, a strong authoritarian voice. You can't clearly make up what she's saying. A strange feeling washes over you. It's not pain, not fatigue, some odd combination of the two. Hold on a second, I'm gonna make a very slight adjustment here. I like to have the window, the game window up like kind of highish. So like my eyes are closer to the actual camera. Before being in this hospital room, you'd never realized that anger was made up of a combination of pain and exhaustion. Anger. A feeling you know all too well. Days go by, and a month later... Night 1.
Well, look, I've got a bit of a problem. A real problem, that is.
You have a pounding headache. It's your first night behind the wheel since the attack.
Are you listening to me?
You catch your boss's eye in the rearview mirror. Yeah. He stares at you for a second or two without speaking.
Sometimes I wonder what goes inside your head. You always seem so far away.
He's watching you closely, trying to make out what's going on in your head.
You know I'm worried about you, don't you?
I know.
You're like a son to me, you know.
I know. And you know he's about to tell you the story of his taxi fleet, again.
When my father died and left me the store, I could have sold it. I could have retired, gone back to the old country.
I'll let him go on.
But I decided to start a cab fleet with the money he left me, to hire the guys from the neighborhood. And that's why I've got 45 guys like you working for me.
His hands flutter in the air.
Though none of them are any match for you.
He smiles. His voice suddenly takes on a serious note.
Do you want me to go over everything again?
He points to the equipment on the dashboard. The meter, the GPS. You haven't been in a taxi for weeks. Maybe you do need a little refresher. Yeah, good idea.
Right then, well, first the map. You spot potential customers and try to guess where they'll be going. Then you decide. When a customer orders a taxi and there's no one else around, you have to go pick them up. He shrugs. That's the way it goes. It's business.
No problem.
The other fares, you look at the map and decide whether or not you want to take them. And then you drive.
He flashes a quick mechanical smile. You know it all. You know it well. When he talks about work, he talks about work. That's all.
When your shift is over, we do the numbers and...
His voice trails off as if searching for the right words.
And that's all. It's pretty simple. It's the reason why you can't do it. Oh, right. No overtime. We're in France here, and there are rules, regulations. You might not see it that way, but no one likes having a driver who hasn't slept for 24 hours.
He looks away. Something's been bothering him since he got into the cab. Anyhow,
You know the ropes. You get it. I know you're going to do a good job.
what's the matter? Your boss keeps quiet of it for a while as if he's hesitant to speak. And then,
I don't think it's a good idea. You shouldn't be driving. The murderer is still out there, and we think he's going to come back. For you.
we?
Your colleagues. I do too. Anyway, I'll let you get back to work. Every minute spent in your taxi is a minute lost.
He gives you a smile, half ironic, half serious. You can count on me. He scratches an invisible stain on the armrest.
Yeah, I know. That's the problem.
He smiles. There is another game that I know about being a cab driver, and that's also like pretty stylish as well. Your boss opens the door and exits the cab. You watch him cross the street and enter the fleet garage. A couple of colleagues are milling about. Taxis are coming and going. They all ignore you, consciously or unconsciously. You are branded. You sit there a moment, then turn the key in the ignition. The hum of the engine sends a tingle down your spine. It's impossible to describe how you missed that feeling. It's back to the night shift, back to life. Despite the attack, despite it all. All right. Is that a dog? Or is that a... Okay, no, it's a cat. It's a cat. It's like hard to tell because the features are so dark. Listen, we gotta go for this one first. I will absolutely drive this animal to where they need to go. You pull up to the sidewalk and wait for your passenger. Since it looks like a no-show, you get out of the cab after a minute or two to smoke a cigarette. There's not much going on in this small town in the suburbs. There are a few apartments that still have lights on. A sweet scent hangs in the air. Eventually, you stop at your cigarette and get back into the car. You jump, startled. A cat has managed to slip into the cab. Does roundabout also count? Yes, roundabout also counts. It's sitting in the back seat, staring at you intently. You sit there for a moment, considering whether or not to shoo it away. But just as you are about to wave your hand, the cat shifts positions and a slip of paper falls from its collar. You pick up the piece of paper and unfold it. A fragment of a map of Paris. The Saint-Lazare, I don't know. Saint-Lazare train station, I don't know how to pronounce that. You turn your eyes slowly to the cat. He seems to be expecting an answer. Yep. Cat tilts his head to the side, as if to say yes. You want to go to Saint-Lazare? Cat tilts its head again. Are you a dog? The cat slowly nods its head no. You clutch your hands the wheel tightly. Your hands clutch the wheel tightly. What the hell is going on? You turn around to face the cat. Okay, fine, I'll take you. You let out a sigh. Okay, fine. You start talking to yourself in low tones, as if to balance the conversation. Normal. This is all perfectly normal. You start the cab, but cast a glance at the cat behind you. You're the one who ordered the cab? You start to laugh. A few minutes go by, you try to break the ice. Simple questions are probably best. Could you imagine this is the judge? Everything okay? Neither a yes or no, more of a plaintive meow. Are you meeting someone? No, that's not it. The cat is staring at you. The conversation seems to bore him. You seem to be well fed. Pretty strange, I must say. Did someone hurt you? Plaintive meow. You sigh. Your owner? Another meow, but longer and deeper, more heartfelt. You nod your head. What happened? Was it a man? No answer. A woman? Was she mean to you? The cat seems to be uncertain. She was Cat doesn't seem to understand. For instance, your owner is never home. You're bored. You want to spend more time playing. If cats could roll their eyes, he would have. The cat lets out a string of insistent meows. Touché. That's it. She's too affectionate, and that's why you're running away. You have to be careful with people like that. They suffocate you before you even know it. You stop short. But you are just a cat. I'm like kind of watching that bit on the top and making sure, like, am I gonna run out of time if I read dialogue? You roll your eyes. Behind you, the cat lets out a quiet, reassuring meow. What I mean is, well, we don't even know if we are in a cage. We prefer not to think about it. We are never fully aware of it. You look at the cat. I must be crazy. I'm talking to a... You shake your head. You point to a light in the distance. That's San Lazar. We'll be there soon. A few hours later, you stop at the drop-off area in front of the station. The first train doesn't leave for another hour. Where are you going? The cat stares at you without making a noise. Let me guess. San Lazar? If you were going to the suburbs of Paris, you wouldn't have needed to come into town. So somewhere in the northwest of France. Normandy? Somewhere by the sea, huh? The cat is looking at you and meows. A sharp sound, probably a yes. A very hungry yes. For the fish, I guess. You check the time on the dashboard. It's time to go, to get a real customer. You try not to think about too much about the situation you're in, and you hope no one sees you talking to a cat. I'll just start saying the names of cities, and you meow when I hit the right one. You start to list cities in Normandy. The cat doesn't move a muscle. Cherbourg. The cat looks up. So it's Cherbourg. I don't know how to pronounce that at all. Getting close. Saint-Malo? Still nothing. I've got it. Deauville? I don't know, man. A meow of delight. You're smiling too. All of a sudden, you're exhausted. Okay, come on. Time to say goodbye. Get out of the cab and open the back door. A bill has appeared on the seat next to the cat. It is enough for the fare, and more. Well, you are full of surprises, aren't you? I won't ask where it came from. You smile and lean over to pet the cat. He leaps out of the car and darts between your legs. You can just make out its shape dashing up a flight of stairs and slipping between the bars of a gate. You get back in the car. You look at yourself in the rearview mirror. Your features are heavy with fatigue. Your right eyelid is twitching. As you start the car, you remember you are allergic to cats, but you haven't sneezed once. You pull out of the station. What does it mean? Also, I need to... Hold on. Oh shoot! I did not mean to quit the game completely. I didn't think it would just immediately quit the game. Sorry about that. What I meant to do was head back to the menu because the game is making my computer very hot. I think it's because the frame rate's unlocked. I want to check. Yeah, VSync's on, so why the frame rate should not be unlocked? Oh, we're on, okay. Well, that's gonna be why. Is it? Like, what if I do that? That's like too small. I don't know what's going on with this. That's really weird. Okay. Well, we're just gonna have to have hot computer while I play this game, I guess. It's really weird. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention. Well, I guess I'll show you all after I'm done with this stream. But little fun new detail I added. Distance fare, okay. Metro Victor Hugo, please. Alright. The Passenger gets into the cab and gives you her address. Her voice is muted, far away. You start the cab. She appears rather meek, subdued, like she's about to fade away. You look up at her. She returns your gaze, but she's not there. It's as if you weren't looking at an actual person, but a silhouette instead, in the shape of a human being. Everything alright? Your question surprises her. Yes, I'm fine, thank you. Her eyes in the rearview mirror tell another story. Music? Music. She pauses. I don't know, if you want. She breaks off again. What kind of music do you have? Whatever's on the radio. I never listen to the radio. I don't really know what's any good. Maybe... She seems to be weighing her options. The passenger looks at you for a moment or two, clearly surprised. Jazz? She hesitates, thinks it over, and nods at last. You press the search button for a jazz station, and eventually find one. A droning trumpet getting all worked up, accompanied by some drums and a bass. You've never really understood jazz. Now wait just a second here. Wait just a second here. It's funny, music like that is so impenetrable. Would you like me to change stations? No, it's fine, really. I like it. My thesis supervisor listens to a lot of jazz. With time, I began to like it too. You like jazz? Your thesis? Yes. Not another word. She turns her head slightly as if thinking about something unpleasant. What's the subject? The progressive nuns of Ronce Abbey at the dawn of the industrial era. Jazz can be good, but boy can it wear out fast. The air in the cab seems icy. That's how people usually react to my thesis. She smiles weakly. The nuns were pioneers, in a way. She sighs. She sighs again, apparently. It's deadly boring, a subject that no one's interested in. My thesis supervisor for a start, my parents, my ex, and worst of all, even me. She stares at you. The subject is a trap. It's never been explored and informs our perception of women in the 18th century. But no one's interested in it. That's how it goes. I got used to my thesis, to the subject. Doctoral theses are rarely interesting, you know? But mine, I think I've hit rock bottom. It's a useful subject, isn't it? Her eyes widen. No, definitely not. I still wonder how I ever believed it wouldn't be such a colossal bore. She hesitantly lifts a hand. But I'm the one who chose my thesis. Me and no one else. To be honest, it will no doubt be the only thing that remains of me when I die. What if you try something new? Something new, like what? I have no practical skills whatsoever. Do you know how to drive? She stares at you. As a matter of fact, yes, I do. Then you could drive a cab. A brief pause. I see what you're hinting at, but I don't think I'd be able to do it. I'm sure your job requires more than driving skills. I'm not very good with people. I wasn't either at first. And then, day after day, I got to know people better, to understand them. It's something you learn. She lowers her eyes. I'd like to believe you. Taxi driver. It's just an example. There are dozens of jobs that don't require any particular skills, as you said. You have to give it a go to try your luck. You motion to the radio. Would you like me to change stations? Yes, please, let's change stations. The number seems to be going round in circles. She clenches her jaw, then spits out. I think I actually hate jazz. You pull up to the passenger's address, an opulent-looking building in the 16th arrondissement? I don't know, whatever. The young woman is perfectly still, seemingly paralyzed. She looks up and suddenly seems to realize where she is. Sorry. Her voice is faint, almost inaudible. She hands you the fare, then exits the cab without a word. A moment later, she's walking away, heading towards her building. You sit there a moment longer, then start up the cab. Effie, don't bully me! The door suddenly opens and a woman gets into the back seat. Having a good night? Having a good night? For a second, you freeze. It's one of the cops working on the judge's case. She grins at you. Her voice creaks. You remember seeing her at the hospital. Something already bothered you about her there. You know, it's actually pretty crazy. For weeks I've been saying to myself, there's something off about you. Something not so nice. I dug around, mulled it over, bugged all my fellow cops about it, because I was sure you lied to us. I'm gonna let her keep going. She has a cold sneer on her face. I'm going to be frank with you. She leans over to you. I don't think you're the judge. No, I just can't picture it. She squints like she's trying to make you out from far away. Like you'd have gone to the extent of hurting yourself. Yeah, between us it's a bit of a stretch. She stares at you. But not enough of a stretch for my chief to stop going on and on about you. Seriously, he talks about you all the time. If I didn't know better, I think he had a crush on you. She smirks. No, I think he's more interested in your profile. In prison at 17. An icy chill fills your gut. And for murder, too. You open your mouth, but nothing comes out. Since you got out, you've kept a low profile, but you're lying about your name and your address. I checked. It's normal, you'd say. If they get word of your time served, no loan from your permit, no lease for your car, meaning no second chance at life. Her voice becomes softer, almost warm. I personally like guys who want a second chance. No, I like guys who fight for a second chance. Yeah, Guinea, Effie and I and two other folks are playing Aviary Attorney on her stream, so you should definitely check that out. That's actually gonna be, we're doing that tomorrow, so yeah. Basically, I like guys who are willing to work for me. She leans forward, her shining, cat-like eyes narrowing. My chief wants to go to the prosecutor with a first and a last name, with evidence. Actually, knowing him, he's not so hot on evidence. So I'll give you info. Victims, suspects, medical reports, some photos that are a bit... She makes a gagging noise. You have to be discreet. Keep it between you and me. Interrogate. Ask questions. Dig around. I'm not a cop. She shrugs. Don't worry. You're already keener than half the squad. And don't forget, I'm not asking you to make an arrest and deliver the killer wrapped up with a bow in front of the station, okay? You're no Batman. You just have to get me more information. She rummaged around in her pockets for what seems like forever. Here, take my card. I'll call you in 3-4 days just to check. We'll chat. And I'll let you know if you have any new info. If I have any new info. She takes on a didactic, paternalistic tone, like she was giving you a list of recommendations for the 100th time. Don't get caught. Don't get arrested. Also, I wouldn't recommend trying to leave Paris. I know what you look like, and I know who your friends are. You can either be the solution or the problem, my friend. She takes a minute to scan your face, your emotions. If I have to, I'll go check in on you-know-who. Her smile is biting. That reminds me. She know you've done time? You shake your head. She snickers. Oh, my little dirtbag. You cover your tracks well. I think I already know what if I refuse. Did what I could. Yeah, if you say so. She sighs in a tired, exaggerated way. Don't try to mess with me, man. If things don't go well, I'll turn you in. Jerk. I'll send your picture to all my friends in the media and every asshole in Paris. Your picture with your name on it, your real name. My Little Dirtbag was a terrible MLP spinoff. Anyone close to you will have anyone close to you will have their places searched. They'll be put under house arrest, spend nights in jail. You have any idea how tense things are with that? Ooh. That's a bad word. I'll have to make sure. I should check that out. Actually, I could have made sure to put on the mature content. You sigh. You know just what she's trying to get at. Come to think of it, your last names are almost the same. You could be brothers, actually. I'm nothing like that terrorist. She smiles. Let me tell you, with that face of yours and your handle, they'll welcome you with open arms. Say nothing. She takes on a serious tone, businesslike. I want to catch this killer personally. I want to drag him to court. Ruin his fucking life with a bang. I can't botch this case, you got me? And neither can you, right? Obviously. Well, great then. We see eye to eye. So you can just say you're my informant. My CI. He ripped open your gut. You saw your own insides. You were in a coma. Yeah, you have plenty of reasons to want to get back at him. She furrows her brow. Yeah, I think you're actually going to do what I tell you. You investigate, ask questions, listen to all the rumors, and you come up with a list of suspects. She lays her hand on the door handle and freezes. Oh, right. Don't get fired. Without this cab, you're worth nothing to me. You glare at her. She puts her hand up and you can hear the words behind it. This conversation never happened. I'll make sure you get more intel tomorrow. I'll find a way. Until then, not a word to anyone, obviously. Not a word. The door opens, squeaks, and slams shut. You sit alone for a while, teeth clenched, dry-eyed, ears buzzing. Shit. On the back seat, the cop left a pile of papers. Shit. Key in the ignition. Motor running. Radio on, crackles. You turn it off and start driving. Talking to passengers might unlock new documents and clues for your investigation. You will find them back at your studio after your shift. Okay. You take a second to enjoy the silence of your studio apartment. Outside, the city is slowly waking up. You can still hear the hum of the taxi buzzing in your ears. You throw the files gave you on the table. Hi, Koyos. On the wall, you hung up the big corkboard where you used to pin up photos of your nephews. They've been gone since you got out of... Your plan is simple. Jot down all the pieces of evidence and connect them to the suspects. The guilty party won't necessarily be the one with the most evidence against them, but the one with the most compelling evidence against them. It's like you're building a story about each suspect, trying to understand their motives, understand how he or she got into this situation. Steps in the hallway. They stop in front of your door. You move away. You crack your knuckles and get to work. Oh, okay. Why do I need to hold the button to investigate these? Okay. All right. So our suspects are Paul Marie Fragonard, height 1 meter 69. I'm gonna need like a little calculator to like give me a general idea for like what 1 meter 80 is. Meters, 2 feet. So 1. Oh, that's 5. No, that's not 5'9". It's 5. Like 5'11" or so. I think what I'm looking at is not victims, but suspects. Yeah, I'm looking at suspects, not victims. Retired cop, joined the police in 1977, divorced from a judge. Born in the French Antilles, moved to mainland France in 1976. Damn, Claudia's tall. Claudia is the tallest person in this lineup. She's like almost my height. Okay. Cop in Paris. Dad was a cop. Financial affairs, died 2 years ago. Mom got health issues after Richardson health scandal. Gay in a relationship. Never disclosed this information at work. Homeless man with an unknown background. Briefly worked for Charles Buron. Victim 2 in the 90s. Richardson health scandal. Oh, presumably. Can I like have more information about that? Like the Richardson health scandal? Like how do I would like to look at more. Okay. Let's see. Got health issues after the Richardson health scandal. A couple of arrests for breaking and entering. Medical examiner in Paris. Escaped from Argentina when she was young. Lost her parents to Argentinian junta. The process. Salim. Well-known lawyer from Saint-Ouen. I don't know how to pronounce that, whatever. Defender on the Dora case. Defender of several molested kids in poor neighborhoods. Was a promising football player when he was 10. Messages on crime scene 1, justice. You got one stomaching game, right? What do you mean? Oh, got one in the stomach. Yes, yes. Sorry, I missed the whole the. No, yeah, I believe the protagonist suffered liver damage from the gunshot. With a heavy hand, you wipe your tired face. You open the sofa bed and lie down. The events of the day run through your head. The streets, the passengers, their faces, their problems. You open one eye. For a second there, you hoped the evidence board was just a dream too, but you can make it out in the shadows. You get up quickly. And a few minutes later, you're outside of your studio. All right. Oh, there's Claudia. A gorgeous luxury car flies by you. It sets off the radar just ahead. You smile. You pick up your next passenger in front of the Paris office of the medical examiner, the morgue. When she gets in, you are surprised. How can she be a suspect? Her face, beautiful and soft, doesn't go with her clothing, her style, or her attitude. She gives you her address and you start driving. Her voice is dry, frank, and she has an accent you have trouble determining. South American, maybe. She seems far away, lost in thought. A few seconds go by and she still hasn't taken so much as a look at you. She almost jumps out of her seat and looks like she wants to disappear. Yes, everything is fine. That accent again, the one you can't place. Long day? In a manner of speaking. Some days are harder than others. Some days take more out of you. They're more demanding than others. A sad smile runs across her face like a shooting star. A second goes by, slowly, very slowly. Then the meteorite explodes. Your passenger breaks down. Between sobs, you hear her say something. Give me a minute. Please. Without a word and without the slightest noise, you slow down. The road passes by slowly, in no hurry. After a moment, she sits up. Can I ask you something? You nod. She takes a deep breath. This may seem like a ridiculous question, or at least a stupid one. Actually, it's completely stupid. You give her an encouraging smile. But I'd like you to hit on me. She blushes and immediately follows up. I mean, not for real, just for play. Like we're at a bar. Like you want to buy me a drink. She shakes her head. Forget it. It's stupid. Totally stupid. I'll accept. Sure. Moment of silence. She seems surprised. Really? Yes. You don't mind? I thought you would refuse. I just have a few rules if you don't mind. First, I don't want to talk about Argentina, my home, my parents. Avoid the subject. She pauses. I already avoided it. Does that work for you? You nod. Good. Second, I don't want to talk about work. I'm a medical examiner. Do you know what that is? Yes. I cut open dead bodies. I take out bullets, tumors, cirrhosis-filled livers. At first, people are always fascinated, but they quickly get disgusted. So nothing about work. Let's start, if you're ready. You nod. We're in a bar. It's not very late. Not very late, but we're the only ones there. I'm I'm alone at the bar, finishing a drink. I get up to leave. Silence. Please, go ahead. Hitting on a passenger. This is definitely a first. You've got to find a good line, something that will set the tone. Let's try a polite line. Excuse me. Yes? Her voice is softer, her accent stronger. May I join you? Of course. She sits up a little and points to the imaginary bar next to her. Buy me a drink? Of course. How about a little game? You look like the kind of guy who drinks cocktails. Something sweet. I could be wrong, but... And what about me? What is my kind of drink? My kind of drink. She rolls the R in the last word. Oh, that's a good question. I'm gonna go with something subtle. What do you mean? You want something special. You want to be surprised by life. She bursts out laughing. Aren't you good at this game? She gets back into character. Yes, that's it exactly. You read me like a book. She stares at you. Something about her posture in the backseat is different. Don't you think time goes by too slowly? I do. We wait, we hold on, we get bored. I'd like it all to go faster, for things to speed up. God, no. Please, no. Life goes by too fast. Please, 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 slower. Slower, please. I hate the advance of time. She relaxes, giggles. She's letting go. She looks at you expectantly. I like the way you laugh. That seems like a better... Seems a little... Yeah, I'll go with that. You do? That's an odd compliment. It's true. Thank you. She closes her eyes and stays that way for a little while. A smile settles onto her face. A warm, natural, and uncontrolled smile. Thank you. You were perfect. Unusually kind. She nods slowly. I must confess that the way you came on to me was truly charming. You have very kind eyes. Your passenger sighs contentedly. She seems happy, relieved. You pull up in front of the address she gave you. It's strange. What's that? There's something different about you. You're not like other men, as if... She hands you her fare and slips you a tip. Don't refuse it, please. It means something to me. You nod. I hope to run into you again. You shiver. One last smile. Goodbye. She gets out of the cab. You watch her until she disappears into her building. I still have a lot of gas. What is this? What? No, I don't actually want to go that way. Hold on, sorry, I'm sorry. I'm gonna talk. This person looks like they're having a little bit of. All right, I'm gonna make this my last one for now. I think. You pull up to a local police station to pick up your next passenger. She comes out from under an archway, visibly frightened. She slips into the back seat of the cab and gives you her address. Near Montparnasse? I don't know. Oh, she's like quite shaken. You glance at her in the rearview mirror and notice how she's dressed. Everything alright, ma'am? You start the cab. Your passenger eyes you intently, reluctant to speak. Yes. You can barely hear her. She points to the car radio. Could I listen to the radio? You nod yes. Which station? My wallet was stolen. She pauses then fixes her eyes on you. You freeze. I have no money for the fare. Or I have money for the fare. Okay. The passenger senses your surprise. I just wanted to tell you I could pay. She looks down. What kind of music? Excuse me? The radio. What kind of music should I put on? Oh. Let's try classical. The woman shakes her head. No. Could you turn to 89.4? You hold down the button until you get to the station. On 89.4, there's nothing but static. Are you sure that... A hint of a smile plays across her mouth. Faint, but even a smile even so. She waits a second or two before answering. Can you hear it? You lean forward slightly, closer to the radio. Behind the sounds of electric sputtering, there is something else. A shifting sound. It sounds like... waves? The passenger looks up. That's right. There are waves in the background. Her voice is almost inaudible. It's perfectly natural, sir. Her sir gives you quite a start. It's the frequency that causes it. It vibrates, is constantly dancing about, pulled by all the incredible forces surrounding us. Most people listen to music, to the news. As for me, when I work, I like to listen to isolated frequencies like these. They're broadcasts, but no one hears them. The proof that we exist. She smiles at you. You're getting closer to the passenger's address now. And what do you do for a living? Math. She seems mesmerized by the sound of the wavelengths. What kind of math? Algebra first. Linear algebra. Oh, okay, that's much different than just algebra. And now, harmonic analysis, spectral theory. A funny smile plays across her face. But you know how it is, changing all the time. You nod very slowly. The client suddenly straightens up and points to the radio. It's so beautiful, so incredibly beautiful. Listen. You listen. You only hear static at first. And then, little by little, like a distant figure, the music takes shape and slips softly into your ears. Beautiful, isn't it? To me, they were ghosts, and that's why I studied science, and later mathematics. I wanted to know why. You pull over. She gets the fare ready while you slowly turn up the radio. Beneath the layer of interference, someone is speaking, like the voice of a child. Thank you. You emerge from your trance and take the fare. Your passenger exits the cab and walks away without another word. You sit there, immersed in the sound of the radio a while longer. It has a soothing effect on you. You start the engine and drive away. What? Alright, well, next time, I suppose we will, drive Santa Claus. Yeah. But for now, I actually do want to keep playing this. I'm enjoying this. I'm probably not going to play it tomorrow. Since one of the things about tomorrow is that I'm going to be also playing Aviary Attorney with Effie and company. So my voice is not going to like it if I'm like playing 2 narrative heavy games in a single day. So I'm going to probably... I'm planning to stream tomorrow. If I do stream tomorrow, I'm going to try something else. Anyway, yeah, let's go ahead and quit for now. That was neat. I like that. I want to see more of it. Yeah, it seems like a really cool game so far. Definitely grabs me. Anyway, oops. All right. Thank you everyone for watching. Before I go, actually, I just wanted to show you all something real quick. I've been meaning to do this for a while, and I finally did it, but I finally got stream alerts up and running. So that's really cool. Those are gonna be more useful like later once I actually like have like different things that people can do with the stream. People can, you know, sub or things like that. But anyway, those are there. I wanted to show them off because I was amused. I was amused that they exist now. Anyway, thank you all for stopping by. Nice seeing y'all. And yeah, I hope you all have a wonderful day.